Hi, I'm Kevin with Headland Industries, and today I'd like to show you how to install one of our latest products. It's called the Moose Rack. It's an articulating kayak and canoe rack for home and commercial use. First, verify that you have all of the components necessary. There should be 2 hook assemblies, complete with protective foam, hook snap retainer button, tube end caps, 2 wall brackets with notches, 2 wall brackets without notches, and 8 wall fasteners. There are some tools you will need to complete the installation. You will need a tape measure, a Phillips head screwdriver, and we also recommend on drywall covered walls a stud finder, in addition to a level, which is useful when aligning the brackets. Now, it's very important to survey the area where you'll be doing the install. I have chosen this location in particular because I have clearance between the door over here and the bike rack over here. Now, I'm also going to be mounting this kayak up pretty high so that I have room underneath for storing my other gear, kayak equipment and whatnot. One additional feature of this rack is that it does fold up against the wall. That way, if it is in a high traffic area, it's not going to be in the way when your kayak is in use. Okay, I've finished surveying the location and I've made some vertical marks on the wall at stud locations where I think the hooks should go. And at this point, it's helpful to have a friend come along and kind of hold the boat where we think it should be. And at this point, I'm just going to make some lines right underneath the hull so that we can get the height correct. Okay, so there, and over here is my other stud location. Okay, thanks, Eric. Now that we have the lines on the wall, we need to make sure that the lines are even. So I'll just take the tape measure and measure from the floor up to the line. And this one measures at 65. This one measures at 70. And I think I'm going to take the higher of the two. I'm just going to mount it right at 70. Okay, now previously we had made these marks on the wall underneath the hull. And what I've done here is I've measured up 7 inches. And I've made another little mark. This is to mark the base of the lower wall bracket. And as you see, I have a copy of the instruction manual. And on the instruction manual, you'll find 4 of these crosshairs. And what I've done is I've lined these crosshairs up with my vertical line on my stud. Now I'm going to take one of these provided screws, and I'm just going to poke in the center of each of these crosshairs. And this will locate the wall brackets. Now that we have our wall bracket screw locations, we'll go ahead and grab the top bracket. The top bracket is the one with a notch in it. It's important to get this one on top. So we'll grab this and 2 screws and go ahead and mount the bracket where we made our marks. Line it up. Make sure the screw goes in the indent made earlier and install it. Okay, the top bracket is installed. I will just grab the lower bracket. This is one of the brackets without the notch, and a couple screws, and we'll install this on the lower template marks. Just line up the lower bracket with the template holes we made earlier and run the screws on. Okay, now that we've got our wall brackets installed, it's time to grab one of the hooks and simply pull off the top tube cap. And we will install it just by inserting it in the lower bracket. Just insert it slightly and then depress the snap button. Let it pop through, go up through the top. Press the snap button again, and let it pop up. And we can reinstall the tube cap. Push that on there. And there's your hanger. And now if you want to move it out of the way, simply lift it and pivot it up against the wall. Now we'll install the other one and show you how a boat fits on. Okay, we've installed the other hook. And to use, simply pivot the hook out and it will drop into the locked position. To fold up against the wall, simply lift slightly and fold just like so. So we'll fold these down in the locked position and see how a boat looks on it.